Gym owners, does this looks like your gym? You are getting members in and out, but the problem is that you are always, if you take a look at the numbers, stagnating, hovering around a certain number of members. And for the love of God, you can't seem to break that barrier. It's extremely frustrating because your gym is great, people are loving it, but for some reason you want to make more money, you want to have more time on your hand, which does require you to get some more members. But the gym looks like this. Some people do come in, but then next month some people do go out. You keep having this problem, this jagged graph right here showing you, well, I'm struggling because those members keep leaving the door, and that's really a problem. Well, today my name is Gabriel. I own an agency called Mid-Touch Media, and we help gym owners systematize client acquisition. And I'm going to show you how basically we're able to get anywhere between 20 to 50 people per month signing up for your membership. And I'm going to show you 3 of the ways we use so that you can go ahead and get rid of this graph and making it look something a little bit more like this, my friends. Something like this. All right? So without waiting any further, let's go ahead and get started, shall we? So I'm going to show you 3 ways. Are definitely more than 3 ways and more than just 3 things we do to get those results. But I'm just going to give you 3 because the main purpose of this video, I want to make it short and applicable for you because I know you don't have a lot of time on your end. And just want to make sure you apply this as soon as you leave this video. All right? Which I know there are not going to be any issues with that because gym owners, you have a work ethic that is out of this world. So I know this is not going to be a problem for you. So I'm going to make this short. The problem with this right here, this is a phenomenon that we see whenever you have 2 things and 2 forces playing in. Because when you take a look at it, there are 2 parts to this problem. You have number 1, the part of oopsie doopsie, don't know what this is. Sorry for that. So as I mentioned, this is a 2-part. You're going to have people that are going to come into the doors, and you're going to have people that are going to come out of your doors. And you can work on both parts of this ratio, meaning you can work on either bringing more people in to then compensate this fact of people leaving out, and then you have this fact of, hey, you are now growing. But also it's great to be working on this other fact, meaning retaining people longer and making sure they stick longer so you don't need to bring additional doors. Now, today, we're going to work specifically on bringing people in because this is a whole other video, which I'm going to make. If you, by the way, you're interested in seeing a video about how to retain people longer and great strategies we saw that other gym owners are making to crush it and retain members for 12 months plus, then and consistently, then please put a comment under this video if that's a video you're looking for, and I'm going to make this one nice. So now we're going to be talking about 3 ways you can be making your client acquisition extremely efficient. Now, there are going to be 3 ways, as I mentioned, we're going to be talking about on how to do that. Number 1 is going to be run ads, my friend. I know a lot of you gym owners, I talk with gym owners every single day, and most of your business, most of the times I hear is always relying on word of mouth, which is the best form of marketing. I'm not telling you the opposite. At some point, word of mouth is just gonna dry out because you can only get to touch a certain circle of people. And what running ads really do, it's just, this is how I see it. Let's say you're here, right here, this is you, and you have this person, this person, this person, this person, and those guys right here, all right? With word of mouth, what's going to be happening, let's say you have those 3 people in your gym. They're going to be telling to their friends right here, and you're going to basically increase the size of this circle. But what ads are going to be doing is that you're going to put another pin right over there. All right, and then you're going to be able to grab a few people from here, and those guys then can give you some more word of mouth, which is going to give you people right here, you know. So you're basically giving you the capacity of extending word of mouth, which is extremely great. Sorry, I got my tea delivery. Merci beaucoup. Basically, running ads is just word of mouth extended. So when you have this in mind, this is really a no-brainer for running ads. Now, how do you run ads if you're not a tech-savvy guy? Like, personally, I'm gifted with this, so I'm extremely glad it's the case, but I know a lot of gym owners don't really have the time nor the desire to learn how to become a media buyer. And you don't have to. You just have to follow a few simple processes that is going to get you there. And I've already created a bunch of resources around that, which I'm going to indicate to you so that you can go ahead and apply those and see results extremely fast. I just have them on notes right here. I made 2 videos that are about this. One of them is the last video that I made, which is called How to Make Ads for Gyms That Don't Suck. Take a look at that. This is going to teach you the whole psychology of how to write the text that is going to get people to convert. Then I also added a few parameters and a few targeting angles that are better suited for you to get results, which is in another video that I made, which is called Marketing Made Simple for Gyms and Fit Bros, I think. I titled it that way. So you can check out those two videos, then come back here. This is going to give you all the understanding you need to be running ads. Now, the only thing I would be adding on top of that is typically what we see working best is group pictures. So meaning you're going to have your picture. I'm going to make you you don't really need drawings for this, but it can either be a class, it can either be a lot of people sweating, a lot of people having a good time together. This can be a picture or this can be a video. Typically picture works better, but you can test out both. But yeah, if you get those two videos, this is going to teach you the copy, the ad angles, and also I just gave you the type of creative that works well. So this is going to be getting you anywhere between, if you spend a 1K per month, if you get pretty good at this and just test out things like, okay, like this image, for example, didn't work out. Let's split it let's test another one. Oh, this one worked great. Let's do things more like this one then. You can typically get around, your goal should be to get less than $15 per lead as a cost per result. Cost per lead is going to be the goal that you have. If you have this below 15, you're good. And then your goal is going to be to book those guys into an appointment. All right. So for this, I would advise to have I have all the videos around that, which I don't have on top of my head. Sorry about that. You basically need to be respecting principle and following those two principles to get those guys. Then when you're on run ads, to get them through the doors. It's two things. It's going to be volume of contacts, of reach outs, plus personalization. And the more you go, I don't want to say aggressive, but the deeper you go into those two things, the better the more people are going to get from those leads, the more the ratio of them that are going to come to the doors is going to be higher. And which is what we want, because we don't want to run ads and nobody's coming into the doors. That's going to be a big problem. So volume, I would advise you guys. I did a video actually on this. I don't remember what it is exactly, but this is a video that is going to tell you that basically you're going to have to do some. This is a Ghostbuster process. I think I may have it on end right now. Give me a sec. There I have it. So basically, whenever you have a new appointment, this is a simple process you can follow. You don't need to do all of this. It's a bit overkill, but the more you do, the more appointments you're going to get. So definitely those are a no-brainer. This can be automated. Text reminders, 48 hours, 24 hours, 6 hours, and 1 hour before. Also 10 minutes, you can do that. Sending a personalized selfie video, this is killer. Just saying, hey, Stephanie, extremely excited to get to do your free class right here. Just text me your size of shirt so I can set that aside for you. And by the way, you just have to bring yourself with some gym clothes, and that's pretty much it. See you then. The fact of taking your time of doing this really gives you a lot of results by simply doing this. I would simply be focusing on those two if you're just starting out. Then if you can add some confirmation calls, that's always a great bonus. You can scale that for, I would say, an additional 20% in show-ups, something like this. And if you can sprinkle around some content, promo info and freebies into your reminders, or potentially after they do come. So let's say that's something we're going to be implementing soon too, is implementing freebies if they do come. That way, like, it's not into the text reminders, but not only giving value away for free, but also giving them an incentive, something they really be wanting to get. Okay, let's say for example you have weight loss focused gym. If you go ahead and shop, we're going to send you your full-on program to go ahead and get your weight loss started for free, even if you don't buy or anything. Like, this is going to be killer, and it's going to get you a lot of people to show up. So now, getting back to our problems, I'm getting a bit deeper than what I wanted to on those, but I want to give you a full understanding so you can have a full idea and just go ahead and implement this as soon as possible. So that's pretty much it. We can go a little bit deeper on that, way deeper on this than what we are doing right now, but I just want to make it clear, running ads, and make it simple for you. If you are not doing that, run those damn ads. Then number 2, this is going to be big, reactivate your list. This is one of the first things we do when we are getting started with somebody, reactivate the list. Because you have a lot of dead leads. People that, for some reason, let's say it wasn't the right time. Let's say they just moved out of town. Some people simply, it wasn't the right time, wasn't the right feeling, but now they feel it. Now they're like, oh shit, this is a time for change. And you never know if you don't contact. So typically what we see, again, I made another video about that, which is how to get 30 members without spending anything on ads. This video is going to give you a multitude of strategy to use that, not only word of mouth, but also one of my favorite strategy, which we call the DR, database reactivation. That's more of a P, but you get the idea. All right. So this DR is extremely simple. I already shared the text templates and all the SOPs we use to get anywhere between 3 to 10% of this database to book an appointment with you guys. It's extremely simple. You simply send 2 texts highlighting the promo that you guys are doing right now. First text, hey, You want to check it out. If they don't respond, you send the second text. Just want to know if you received my last text, and that's pretty much it. And typically, it sounds simple, right? But this is not groundbreaking stuff. That's why I wanted to make this video, because it's extremely easy. But if you just do those things, it's not that hard to get like 30, 50 members like in a month like this. So I just wanted to share with you those strategies like right here, so you can leverage those and apply them as soon as possible. All right. So the last one I wanted to touch on, which is literally, I think this is my last video that I made, which is how to build a system that brings you 30% more appointments with one simple addition to the reminders that you guys have. So you remember the text reminders that I shared with you? Well, on the first text, this is before we are going into reminders for show-ups. Whenever you do a confirmation that the appointment has been set, what you can do in there is simply give an incentive, as simply for people, if they have somebody they want to bring with, they want to go out and test this thing out with. So the text, I already gave a template, but it can go something along those lines like, hey, Stephanie, glad you booked your call. We saw that typically that come with somebody, maybe their partner, their friend, do stick to it longer and achieve their goals way faster. So do you know anybody else that would be interested in checking this out? If they do come with you, they also get this, and this. And if you have some incentive, like some reward or gifts they get whenever they bring somebody with them to the appointments, you can also that in. Just simply share this text with them with the calendar link and tell them that you're going to write tell them to write your name on the calendar so that we know they are coming with you. See you then. And with this, you're going to see typically 1/3, meaning let's say 30% of the people that receive this text and book an appointment to come with somebody else. And this is fucking wild because, and sorry for my French, but this is so wild that I just want to make sure you get why I'm so excited about this. It means that, let's say you were paying $30 per appointment, okay? You pay $30 per appointment, cool, that's fair. You get people to the doors. Now, let's say each and every single one of those appointments, every 4 of those, you get for free. That's literally what's happening. If you get 3 appointments, you're going to get 1 for free. 3 appointments, you get 1 for free. That's why it's so wild, because then you go ahead and you see this at scale. If you get 1 appointment a day, which we are getting at the moment, and typically 1 to 3 appointments a day booked, if you do the math on that, you're basically getting anywhere between 2 to something like 4 new people that like you didn't pay for, which is the wildest part. If you're running ads, you didn't pay for those guys, but they're gonna come for free, and they have a potential. And you know that if they come with somebody else, like the likelihood of them to close is pretty high. So this is always a good place to be implemented. I wanted to make this video short, so I'm not gonna be bothering you anymore with this, but I'm looking forward for some comments of you guys implementing this and crushing it with those strategies. By the way, again, I'm not gonna feature anything in this video, but we do work with gym owners, so I'm not gonna feature in this video, but there is a link in the first link in the description. You can check it out if this is something that you're struggling with, getting client acquisition and getting it consistently on autopilot. You can check the first link and how we go about doing this. If that's not something that you're interested in, I don't give a damn. Just keep watching those videos and get some value. I appreciate your time staying with me today, because I know you're extremely busy. Now, get back to work, change some lives, and I see you on the next one.